With Toontrack EZDrummer 3, you get 7 full kits, and there's even some additional drums that you can swap out in each of the kits. Plus, you get a bunch of MIDI grooves with it, and so many other cool features in EZDrummer 3. So let's give it a quick listen, and then we'll get into some more of the details, plus give it some more listens in just a bit. Now, this is the default kit. I haven't changed anything. This is how it loads up. Now let's go through some of the presets. All right, so that's just some of the presets. We'll look a little more at those in a bit, but let's just talk about the user interface. If you used EZDrummer 2 in the past, you'll notice that the user interface is a lot more sleek on this one, and you can even resize the user interface however you want. Another thing you'll notice is this Bandmate tab here. So you can actually bring in a guitar or bass, like it says, keys or whatever, and you can have the drummer play along with that. So I'm just loading up a bass guitar here, and then the drummer's going to play along with whatever I loaded up. So let's give this a listen to see how it does. That's not too bad right there. Let's listen to that again. And I didn't program anything. I just loaded up my bass guitar and it picked out a MIDI that went along with it. So I could build a song around this. Now that I have that, I could just easily drag that down into a track and start to build my song. Super easy with custom drums that EZDrummer 3 is creating for us on the fly here. So that's the Bandmate tab there. And another cool thing you can see about these tabs is you can actually bring them out. So you can click on that little thing there, and now we can have just this window on top if we want it. Now let's have a look at the mixer, and I'll show you something that I really like in here. We have snare tops and bottoms in here. Plus there's also some other new things that they've added in the mixer section with overheads and other sorts of mics to really give you a very realistic drum sound that you can start to add your own effects to each drum and that sort of thing. Plus there's also built-in effects here. You have compression, saturation, reverb, bleed. You can see that here. And there's more things that you can add, or you can have less effects in there if you want. And by default, this is in stereo mode, so you can just output to stereo. But if you want, you can put it into multi-channel mode. And what I like here is it automatically sets the channels for you for most of these things. And of course you can go in and change these up if you want. So if you want your kick in to be a separate channel from your kick out and kick sub, and same with all of these drums, you can have them output to different tracks. Now let's look at our grid editor here. So if you just want to start building a song quick in a grid editor, you can go in here, choose a little pencil tool, and just start clicking in here like this. I gotta switch this back to stereo mode so we can hear what we're doing. Now let's just listen to what I've created. You can see there's a clip starting to be built down here. It's nothing too great right now, but you can see how you can build a song super quick just by clicking in here. So that's our grid editor area. Now we'll look at our grooves section. And there's a lot of grooves in here. So we'll click on EZDrummer 3. And here's some of the folders with all of the grooves in them. So let's just go to Pop Rock Singer. And we'll go to a straight 4/4. And you can see you have a bunch of options in here. We'll go to this faster one, verse, and we'll just audition this. All right, say we like that. We could start building a song right in the plugin itself. So we can put that there. Maybe next we want a pre-chorus. So let's hear what we got. Say that's what we want. We can put that there. And then, of course, a chorus. And we'll put that in there. So now we have the start of a song. Let's listen to what we've got going on here. All right, but we can now edit the play style of this if we really want to. So we click on edit play style. So you can see in here, we can change things like the kicks amount, how many kicks we got in there, and the velocity of it. You can go in and change settings for all of your drums. So let's look at snare, and you can see we can add ghost notes. So let's start it normal. And you could hear there, it added those ghost notes in. Now let's play around with some of the velocity and the amount again. So that's pretty cool. You can edit the play style of your drummer on the go if you really want to. Close that down and we can look at the drums section. And this is the section that you see when you first open it up. And this drum kit is our bright room kit. If we want to change kits, we can go in here and change them this way. And there's also a way to change them in here. We have drum kits and you can see empty kit, and that way you could build your own kit. Let's just have a look at that quickly. So there's nothing loaded in here. If we wanted to load a snare, we'd click on the snare, click up here, and you can see we have a bunch of snares that we can choose from just from the Bright Room kit. Then we can go to the main room and there's even more snares and even more. And if you have any of the EZX files that you might have purchased, you can go in those and choose them as well. So lots of options to build out your own kit if you want, or just use the ones that are pre-built and there's presets. Here's our modern kit. This is what it sounds like. But then we can also go in here and change it. And this tight room kit is pretty neat. It can give you a lo-fi sound, maybe a hip hop sound, maybe even a more modern kind of pop sound. There's lots of options with this kit and I like playing around with it. So let's hear it again. It just has a really cool vibe to it, this one. And we'll look at the presets. So once you load up a kit, you can go here and change some of the presets. So let's go to 60s Britain. Lots of cool stuff there. We'll try out the main room, and this is your main kit that loads up. And we'll change this to something else in here. Let's go to modern country, hear what that sounds like. Pretty cool. And if you don't like the snare drum or the bass drum or any of these toms or cymbals or anything, you click on it. And again, you go up here and we can change that drum out. So let's do that right now. So that's pretty cool. You can really customize your drum kit and get the drum sound that you want. And of course, you can use that multi-channel output and really add some compression and EQ to each of the drums and make this kit your own. And it's really not overly expensive. If you're upgrading to it, it's $99 for the upgrade from EZDrummer 2, or it's $179 on its own. If you want to take your drums to that next level and just do it really easy, if you're a singer-songwriter like me and you don't want to fiddle around with programming drums, you just want to add them super quick so you can get your songs out there, this is a great option. If you still consider that too much money, click the video on the screen for some of the best free drum kit plugins. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.